Hi everyone, and welcome back to your Angelic Karma. We're going to talk about a few things before we get into the reading. It is Friday, March 31st. Okay, now let's talk about what has happened from March 7th into when Saturn moved into Pisces up until now. So it gave us a little bit of what is to come. It gave us a taste of what is to come. It was all extremely positive. This has been a very overwhelming couple of weeks since Saturn shifted. A lot of positive energies, a lot of positive changes have shown up. Remember, Saturn is an energetic body that is earthbound. It is the Lord of Karma, and it shifted away from a 7-year cycle. It could have been very intense for you all the last 3 years. For us, it would have been very intense the last 5 years within that 7, or 3 months within the 7, 6 months within. But it closes out a 7-year cycle. So we kind of know what is to come. A lot of positivity. You know, we got that Saturn does move slow, so we got that that dose of the shift. Very positive, very grounded, very sober, very happy, very freeing. Remember, Saturn's energy is about restriction and blockages, but now that the 7-year shift has happened, which is what it was all for, it will be about the blockages are removed. We're in the energy of reward, and we've got a taste of that since Saturn shifted on the 7th here. So we're in the energy of the reward. We're under the energy of abundance, and a lot of you, and I'm happy to be this part of the messenger. I've been public almost 8 years. When I first started this journey and I became public, I stated my message that our souls go to evolution. That was all the hard work, the difficult work. That was like the goat climbing the mountain, and all those blocks, all the restrictions. I was igniting awakenings, and my message was that our souls go to evolution. That was all the hard stuff. Now, knowing what the goal was, not completely what the outcome was going to be, but always knowing that Saturn rewards the greatest, and I would say that throughout the time, so I knew it was not all for nothing like that. So now we made it. The shift has happened. Saturn has gone into Pisces. The blocks are gone. You learned the lessons. You should be proud of yourself. I'm very happy to be a part of this part of the message, telling you all daily the abundance, the reward that you are so rightfully experiencing, that can't be taken because it's given through your hard work, energy, and effort. Saturn does reward the greatest, and these rewards will be with you all for many, many years to come. And the last couple of weeks, it's just been the tip of the iceberg and letting you know the more that is to come. Saturn's energy will gain more momentum in April. By June of 2023, it'll be like that. You know, it'll be like that. And what is happening, it'll last you all the 3 years, some of you 7 years, the rest of your life. But even the 3 years of reward, it could be so foundational and so significant for some of you, it'll last you for the rest of your life. Because Saturn is long term, it all relates to the ancestors also. So it's like very significant karmic contracts were over. I started doing readings called soul contracts on the other channel, the old Your Angelic Karma channel. It's like those are all Saturn, and Saturn rules soul contracts, karmic lessons, significant soul contracts completed March 7th. And it was a long time coming. You know you did it, and you are the one receiving the reward. It was self-mastery, self-attainment, all of that, all things Saturn being the energetic taskmaster denotes you've accomplished something great. I wonder if you all know the magnitude of what you accomplished like that. I know the magnitude of it because I know the magnitude of now what the messages are because of the accomplishment that has happened, all the rewards. Now let's talk about Saturn for a little bit. And I talked about Saturn gatekeeping, and because remember, Saturn is the gatekeeper to the future. Now, and remember, Saturn is blockers and restrictions. So when the shift happened on March 7th, you all were free of the blockers and restrictions. And you know it. You feel it emotionally, mentally, energetically, spiritually, and practically. When 3D and 9D meets was the old channel, you know, it's like as above, so below like that. So you feel it being in alignment, mind, body, and spirit, and your earthly life being a representation of that. Now, and I talked about, but with Saturn shift, it liberates. Saturn is about liberation. So you are liberated from those lessons like that you put the elbow grease into freeing yourself from, psychologically, emotionally, mentally, practically, learning a lot of lessons. Saturn could be harsh like that. Now, so Saturn's everybody, you can't invite people onto this path with you. So Saturn liberated you, but it would be restriction in that area. And because it's in the sign of Pisces, it could be regarding emotional manipulation like that. So it would be people that were emotionally manipulative, all those types of things. I'm not worried about that because I'm not a part of their cycle. So I'm in abundance delivering and speaking of that. So it would be about emotional manipulation when Saturn is in Pisces. People that already did that, because remember, Saturn, the karma is about the past and past doings. Just like your rewards, you all that are in the abundance and reward, is regarding the past, what you've already done. You're in the energy of reward. So, and that's what your future, that's what the future part. Now, so it would be those types of things. So you can invite people in. You can't, because you weren't invited in. You put the hard work and energy to get yourself where you've gotten. You did the work, and you've already done it. It's over like that. And you all felt that great lift, that great relief, maybe a week or so before Saturn shifted into Pisces, feeling it coming. Those of you that are sensitive to the energies like that. And then we had a full moon in Virgo on the same day. Go figure, when the spiritual in 3D like that. Virgo is the foundational grounding aspect of Pisces and spirituality. So this is the highly spiritual base. So Saturn does gatekeep. It restricts, it blocks. So you're freed and liberated. There could be people that are blocked and restricted because you can't invite people in because you were not invited in. Saturn gives nothing freely, and it wasn't giving you freely either. You earned it like that through your own soul growth, evolution, self-mastery, self-actualization, freeing yourself from whatever was going on emotionally in order to receive the future. You freed yourself whatever was going on psychologically in order to receive the future. Some of you, this freeing could have been past life incorporated with it at the extent that Saturn dictated, but most definitely your past in the consciousness that you're in. Now, all those people that you have, remember when I first started, those of you that have been with me, which many of you have not, everybody wasn't going to be able to keep up. People were going to fall off, you know. It was like, remember, it would be about, I would state that all soulmate relationships are not life partnerships, and all soulmate relationships are not romantic. Everybody that you have a soul contract with, you learn lessons, and you get the lesson, and you move forward, and then you go on to the next and go, and that's what you did. Now, it will be, so everybody can't come in with you, even if you get them the invitation. I've been saying this since Saturn shifted, because they can't. It depends on what the Saturn in Pisces, where they've been emotionally manipulative, or where they want, or do they just want to partake in your light? They can only come into your life and want you to come down to their level and be who you were, because they can only be who they are. But because you shifted, because of the work that you did, it can't work like that. They will be opening and embracing or wanting to come towards you now because they feel your energy has shifted. But they only can be who they are, who they were when you were dealing with them in the lower octaves, when you were in the lessons. They can only be that, so you will have to be who you were so that they can feel comfortable and gain from your energy. But you can't be who you were anymore, but they can't be other than who they are. So that's their block, like that. You know, they could, because Saturn is about responsibility and karma. It's not, and you can forgive them, but Saturn isn't about forgiveness. And forgiving them doesn't mean that they get to move forward with you, because this is very spiritual based. This is very energetic based. And you just don't get to say, hey, I'm here now, and go into the light and abundance and be in your life. They can't do that. They will have, because Saturn will look at what were they doing when you were having the invitation, when you were in the karmic lesson. What were their intentions? Saturn is karma, like that. How were they responding to you? What were they being manipulative? Were they using emotionally manipulative tactic? They could still be using emotionally manipulative tactic, because they can look at it as they can want to twist the situation where you should be honored to have them, but they were the one that were emotionally manipulative. And they're not trying to bring you into light and abundance. They want to come into your light and be in your abundance, like that. But Saturn isn't having that. It's about karma. And the energy, because Saturn is very sober, it doesn't deal in emotions and feelings. You could get very sober, because some of you could be very, okay, you could come on, because you could be very compassionate or forgiving. And they know your energy as being that. The people that you dealt with in the past, they know the struggle of you trying to be with them They know romantic, non-romantic. They know the struggle of you forgiving them without even knowing what they've done, but still willing to put energy and effort and time and be with them. They know the struggle. They know all that. So but your Saturn also knows, and they know that you will be forgiving and say, well, come on, like that, okay. But Saturn is like gatekeeper, like, no, like that, okay, no, and the people know it, like that, okay. So is where, because the people, they will want you to be like that, well, come on, but they continue to be who they were and how they were and like that. Saturn is about accountability, responsibility for one's own actions and not trying to push that out on the other person. But then still also trying to draw in their light and abundance. It's like, no, it's not. And the Saturn is very sober. It doesn't deal in emotion and feelings, not even yours, or saying, come on into my life. Saturn doesn't even deal in your emotion and feelings like that. It deals in karma, like that, and those types of things, like that, and reward and abundance and protection, like that. So that's why it guards the gate. Now, that's what it is. Because the people, you would give them the invitation as you always did, and as they are accustomed to your energy being and doing. And they could think they could do very little or pretend to be shifted or changed in order for you to do and continue being who you were and who that you were when they were gaining from your energy, like that. Now, but this shift that's happening spiritually, and they know it. These people know it. And so they will only be able to, you will be, come on, and they will be only being able to be who they were before, like that. And because Saturn is sober, it'll show you quickly that they have not shifted, change, but you have, like that. And the people will be accepting your invitation of being in their life under their terms based on what you were giving them and who you were being for them before, and it doesn't go past that. And if you don't want to do that, they'll look at it as it's something wrong with you and your fault, and you should take, no, it's them, and they need to take, they don't have to take personal responsibility. They don't have to do anything. They're just blocked from your energy anyway, and it's blocked because they're not supposed to be a part of your life, and they were part of your lower vibrational karmic lessons. But you learned the lessons, like that, and they can't get from your light and from your energy what they were able to get and from it before, because they could be going through karma. Because this morning, I had a energy feeling of, you know how a big stone wall drops down onto the earth and bounces? That is what I envisioned this morning. And I was like, okay, Saturn moves slow. From March 7th, it's been guarding the gate that protected energy. Now it's really getting down into business, because you all will be in the abundance. Obviously, the other people, because Saturn is about karma, the other people be in restriction and blockage, like that, is what I'm getting. But I also got excited right after that. I woke up kind of happy this morning because I know more of the positivity that is to come. Relax and enjoy it, like that. Make sure you're taking breaks, relaxing and enjoying. Most definitely giving yourself a pat on the back. You don't have to put any effort or hard work, energy, and effort or elbow grease into anything the way that you did before. That's behind you. Things are quite easy because you've already done the work, like that. Or even the energy and effort and work that you put into things now, the vibration is quite different. I know a lot of you are having turnarounds with your health. I know it's like all of that is already here, and you did the work in order for that to happen also, because the health would have been included. All things regarding the third dimensional state of consciousness are included. That's why the full moon was in Virgo on that day. Because Pisces is the etheric spiritual, Virgo is the as below spiritual, is the chef, like that. Now, so quite positive. Now, let's talk about the announcements. The daily news is up. I had a dream early this morning, and I'm going to talk about it. It's romantic. Now, and usually I've talked about my dreams throughout the whole years that I've been public, like that. So it's usually lucid dreaming, and I'm aware that I'm dreaming, and I'm the observer in the dream. But this time I was in the actual dream. Now, partaking in it. I was on a balcony, and there was a man up there on the balcony, and there were people. We were up high on the balcony. There were people. It was shadowy light, so I don't know who the man was, and I don't know who the people were, but I felt that the man wanted the people to see us. he was kissing me. Okay, I don't know who he was. I wasn't able to see his face, but I was in the dream, lucid, being able to feel him kissing me, like feeling it. Okay, his mouth, it was very detailed. His tongue, his mouth, I was feeling him kissing me. Okay, so, and he was, and I felt that he was kissing me for like a long time. So some of you can have somebody that is around your energy or that you don't know or coming or in or somebody is like that. Okay, he was, and I felt that it was for a long time, maybe like an hour and a half to 2 hours, him kissing me. And he was kissing me. And I was feeling that, okay, this man must like the kiss like that. Okay. And then he started like kissing me, but on my face with his tongue too. And I was like, okay. And that would have been fine if I would have knew who he was. I don't know who he was like that. And then I woke up. That's what happened. So it was a very strange dream. And that could mean that somebody could be coming in and wanting to, I don't know what it is. I really don't know. Now, I also want to talk about options romantically. Now, let's talk about romantic options, because that could be something that is regarding April. Now, let's talk about romantic options. Everybody has romantic options. Now, so because having romantic options is like if you send an email out and state that, well, I'm free and open romantic, like just all over the world to everybody. Okay, you're gonna have people that respond. That means that everybody has options. Only if you send the email out, I'm free and I'm open for love, and you get no responses, that means that you don't have options. So everybody has options. Now, what makes options different depends on the person that has the options and their standards like that. Some people have options, but they also have standards like that. And some people can have high standards. So it could not be that the person has options like everybody does. It could be that the person also has standards, which would make it them a person that is different regarding the options that they have. They know that they have options. They know that they can make an announcement to the world and say, and they know that people are going to respond. And they know that, so it doesn't go to their head. Why? Because they also have standards. So they can have 10,000 responses, but the person that has standards, they can narrow all those down, and maybe only 2 of them are options like that. Understand? Or none of them are options. Okay. Not even, they're still options. They're not viable, because the person can also have options, but they also have standards. As opposed to somebody having options, but they have low self-esteem and they don't have any standards. So they could be dilly-dabbling with all of their options like that, because it gives them an ego boost, because they have options and people that want them, as opposed to people that have options, but they also have standards. So they are cautious about who they dilly-dally with like that, because they can feel that nobody can meet their standard. Those are just people that want them like that. Okay, that's the difference. Now, people's ideology is conducive of who they do, how they live their life on a daily basis in their thought process like that. So don't try to change the ideology, or you might get something else. The ideology is what's on the inside and how people live their life and how they think about themselves and how they think about the people around them like that. That's the difference between options and standards, and options and no standards like that. Some people's options don't give them self-confidence. They can already have the self-confidence, and they can have options, and they can have standards too. Some people's options is what's caused them to feel confident, so they may not have standards, and they'll be dealing with everybody like that. So if you're chosen by a person that has options and they have standards, consider yourself lucky, because you met the standards like that, or you've been given the opportunity to meet the standard. That's the difference between options and standards, and options and no standards, and low self-esteem, and somebody that can feel quite highly of themselves like that. Let's move on. And sometimes people don't like when you feel quite highly of yourself, but they should like you more, because it means that you have options, but you won't be laying up with everybody. You'll be like, no, like that. They can want you to feel less highly of yourself, because it makes them feel better. But then you feel less highly of yourself, and then they think that you're going to be cheating because you have options, because you'll be laying up with everybody. So people need to get their minds right. People live their life. Your life and your actions and how you see life and experience life and decisions you make is conducive of your ideology, like that. It's conducive of your ideology. And some people's ideology isn't so freeing like that. It's like some people are trying to perfect what is already within now, not put something within them that isn't there. They're trying to perfect what is already there, so it can make their standards seem even higher. They can have high standards on themselves also. They can hold themselves to high standards. They're trying to perfect what is already there, meaning bringing more of it out within now, like that. So it can make it seem like their standards are very high regarding external them, because they can have high standards on themselves also, regarding the behavior that they expect from themselves. People's ideology is conducive of how they live their life and how they see life and view life. Now, let's move on to today's energy. See what positivity is coming in for you all. We have between worlds. See your exiting. I was trying to explain that with Saturn, and when you were in the lower vibrational experiences with the people and how you come into the light. Saturn shifted March 7th. The energy is slow, so you're there now. And this is the old world, and the people that were part of it, these old experiences over the past 7 years, 5 years for some of you, within that 7 years, like that. Okay, now it will be 6 months like that. Okay, this is you coming out of that. That's what I was trying to explain, and this is you coming into your light, your energy. And it's not by invitation. This is okay. It's not like that, because you had to do what it took to get there, and who could join you there and what will be there when you go there is already predestined. Saturn is very restricted. That's why it's predestined who would even be on this new journey with you regarding people and take part in this energy with you, because you just can't invite it. You didn't do the work for them. You only could do the work for yourself. Now, come to the edge. Exactly. So the energies are calling you forward more. Saturn moving slowly. You're coming in more. Now, the energies gave you a little bit of taste of what is to come. March 7th on up until now. A couple of weeks before March 7th, we were already preparing for this. I was telling you all the shift was coming like that. Now, and I already had I made a podcast 4 or 5 months ago about the 36 portals that were going to open up when Saturn moved into Pisces here. And this is the number 3 with the communication. 3 is communication. And this is number 36 with the 36 portals. That 36 is a 9. You're going into greater abundance. The abundance is about to expand. The taste of what you've gotten the first, since Saturn shifted, on now is expanding even more. Saturn moves very slow, but those of you with a highly Capricorn like me, you like that slow movement. Okay. To be fair, that's the karmic scales. I was trying to explain that also when I was talking about Saturn and the people. It is fair. Saturn is always fair and just. It only rewards and give karma based on one's actions. The energies are quite fair like that. So that's the everything that is happening is fairness, and we had it between worlds. It's all fair like that. Now, so it is what we have here. The Saturn is about fairness, justice, karma, the dharmic energy, reward, abundance. It's everything, and it still is balancing the scales also. But you only need to focus on the positivity of the scales that have been balanced. Like that, because that's the only thing you have anything to do with. So it's pulling you this way, like that, and further away from that energy and those people and those experiences. It's like, because you've done the work for it to happen. It's already happened, and you've already gotten a taste of it. This isn't something that is gonna happen. These are things that are already happening, like that. So it's sober now, like that. So this is more. And everything is fair. Everything is balanced. And most definitely peaceful, productive, and has been quite rewarding. And there's more reward here. Show me this between worlds. Dare to dream a little bigger. Dare to ask for a little more. Not because everything should be bigger, but for you to see where your limits are. The limits and boundaries are gone, the restrictions are gone. The universe is telling you to come on. You only got a taste of it. When Saturn shifted, it's telling you there's more, okay, it's coming, more of it is coming, more of it is coming, like that. That was just a taste, like that. That was just a sprinkle of it, you know, and it was quite overwhelming and positive. But it's like the sky's the limit. The balance, the sameness that Saturn's when it's doing the lessons, as I told y'all last week, and the restriction and the limits is the sameness and the equalness of the freedom and the abundance. Like that Saturn does the dual energy, and you're in the reward part. That's why you're like, the energy's just shifted. So Saturn, by June, Saturn will be already like that. Even though it'll be going retrograde in Aquarius, but it'll be already fully, a lot of significant things are going to happen April and May now, up into June. Now, so, and you don't ask for much, but you have much that you have earned, and that's what you're going to come to. It's like the energy is pulling you, and you're going with the energy like that. Okay, now, any unfairness that was done to you, okay, that will be handled on the other side of Saturn. Saturn will be working its opposite energy, its karmic energy and blocking restrictions back here. And it's working its abundant energy with you all, like that. Okay, so now, it wants you to know that you don't have any limits. You know, it's like, okay, but you're coming. But remember with Capricorn energy, people with a lot of Capricorn in the chart like me, it is like you move slow too, just like Saturn's energy. Is not because of Saturn return or Saturn is there. It's because you're a Saturnian. And I started making videos about people that are Saturnian last year, 2020, early 2020, like that. So it's like you are moving in sync with the energy like that. And there's more to come in April. There's more to come in May also. Is what I'm getting with this. So, every time you say the word but, you learn something about yourself. The but will reveal your limited beliefs. It's like a key to unlock the door to your full potential. Coming to the edge, you're going forward. Saturn is pulling you out now because it moves slow, so it's like pulling you out now of the past experiences. It can be people or the experiences that like pull it like so. And only because you've done the work, you've already done the work, and you're already in the abundance. You've already gotten it. Majority, okay. Now you're coming in the rest of it, April and May, like that. Now, so it's like, but you have to move slow, like the energies are moving slow. So it's slow like that. So you're like coming into it like that. Now, you're already in it, in the shift, in the positive energy. Let's see. Let your dreams shift and shape just like your life shifts and shapes every day. Ask yourself every morning, am I shaping my life the way I want to be? Remember I stated that people's ideology are conducive to the way that they lived their life. Okay, everything that I say is resonating with the reading. Or I wouldn't be saying it, because this is a purpose like that, or all I could explain to that. Okay, so it would be like that. Now, and you may not ask yourself this on the conscious level. For some of you that are old souls, it functions that way on the subconscious level. Like that is like, and you function with Saturn on the subconscious level. Like that is not because of a Saturn return or like that is that, oh my God, Saturn is blocking this. You're in sync with the energy. You like the energy. You embrace the energy. Okay. So subconsciously you work in sync with the energy like that. And this is you all that are being rewarded the greatest. I don't know what rewards you all are getting, but I know that people are being significantly rewarded like that. And it's going to be romantically, it's going to be non-romantic, it's going to be everything regarding the third dimensional state of consciousness, and whatever your dreams, goals, aspirations are, whatever your soul contract was regarding what you want to happen after the outcome of this karmic clearing here. And you would have made that contract with the universe at a time and space that we all can't even contemplate here, is what I'm getting. Now, so let's move on. Now we're going to move on to the practical. And what I mean by practical is anything dealing with the third dimensional state of consciousness that will encompass all things. The Sun, the most positive card you can get in the deck. The Sun is the most positive card you can get in the deck. It's good health. It's prosperity. It's abundance. It's happiness. It's the masculine principle of growth. It's rebirth. That's you. It's all things that are positive. The Sun touches, it grows everything it touches, and it does it in the right quantity. Like that. So this is the most positive card you could get. So this is this is light, this is abundance, it's prosperity, it's everything. It's your soul. The Sun represents one's own soul. So this is you, and how the third dimensional state of consciousness is responding to you, which corresponds with how you're seen in the higher states of consciousness, because they all correspond or in sync with one another. Happiness, joy, contentment. A lot of positive energy around you. We had a Knight of Wands. Somebody's coming towards you. We had a Fool. 2 major arcana. Show me one more card here. We had an Ace of Pentacles. Get accustomed to seeing these Aces of Pentacles, because let me tell you something about Saturn. Because it rules the third dimensional state of consciousness, it only knows how to reward you financially, like that. Okay, so majority, and it could reward you with love too, but the love situation, what Saturn is going to be within the partners, like that. Okay, that's the only way Saturn, it allows them through the gate specifically. It's like the energy like that, which would match you all, because you all would be under this vibration like that. So but Saturn will be in the partner at the highest octave of Saturn, like that. Okay, so this is another windfall for you all. Some of you could be getting windfalls. I talked about 2 weeks before Saturn shifted. I talked about having all the portals open, all that stuff. Some of you could be getting windfalls. This could be new jobs, raise, promotions, purchases, major purchases like cars, homes, land, property, selling cars, home, land, property, buyers for that. If that's what you're looking for, you're going to be happy with it. This shows also financial expansion and prosperity. A lot of returns on investments, things like that. This is also reward. Something's going to make you very happy. Expansion with money, those types of things are here also. Now, this could be due to the ancestors' blessings. Also, these in combination here. Now, and you had a Fool card. Some of you could be financially free. This is a combination for me. Is somebody that could be, some of you could be financially free, or something. If you were waiting for a financial contract to go through, or waiting for some money to come through, or waiting for a communication about a raise or a promotion, or a job or a project or something like that that's financial based, it comes, that's over, and you move forward. Now, whatever's coming, it allows you to go in whatever direction, like that is what I'm getting also here. Now, this is the communication that comes in quickly this is quick communication coming towards you. Your energy is attracting a lot of, this is just a messenger, and it's quick out of the blue, and this will be you. Okay. You will be the light. Okay. And you have communication about very positive things here. Whatever this all is with this Ace of Pentacles, you all can expect that the Ace of Pentacles become more, or if things were moving slow, okay, it's gonna come more, or if they will space out, they're gonna come closer, because Saturn is like the momentum of reward is coming. Even though you got that taste of reward, March 7th and on up until now, though a lot of that taste, a lot of it though, seguido, like without stopping. Okay, now it's getting bigger or closer together, things like that. And remember, all these rewards regarding your actions of the past, because Saturn only rewards the past. When you close out a cycle, the next cycles, the years are rewarding from that, the past, like that. So you're in a very positive energy. You're going to be able to put into practice things that you want to put into practice before the cycle ended. But you need it for the shift to happen first. Okay, it's happening now. It's more reward from the past. You're happy, prosperity, abundance, like that. A lot of positivity attracted to you. Message, communication here is what I'm getting. You're free from the past. There's somebody free from the past and certain types of energy and experiences also. And you're on a new path. The sun, abundance, and it corresponds with who you are innately. The new path does. Because this is you innately. And the new path corresponds with that. It corresponds with that because you've done the work to reach that state of self. Like that. And you're in the energy. You're in the vibration. Like that. So as of March 7th, you're living in it fully. So, and it's gaining momentum is what I'm getting. I want to see what's going on with this Knight of Wands here. Six of Wands, that's you victory. This is spiritual victory for me with the Six of Wands. Some of you could be traveling. This is a travel card, both of these together. Sagittarius and Leo here. Leo with the sun. This is spiritual victory. This is you going towards soul tribe, or soul tribe is around you because this is people around you. This is soul tribe. Some of you could be moving, relocating, something like that. And you're going to be happy with it. Like that. So it would be like that. And it could be soul tribe, people around you celebrating, things like that. This is communication. You're going to be sharing some type of experience with people. Like that is what I'm getting here. Some of you are highly honored in the spirit realm. It's honored. Saturn rules hierarchy. Spiritual hierarchy and earthly hierarchy, beings on earth and their soul contracts. Some of you could be honored. Six of Wands is spiritual victory. You're honored in the spirit realm. And this is also maybe in your 3D life. Something going on, whatever's going on with you is you're honored. If you're moving or relocated, you're well received with the Six of Wands. Starting new jobs, you're well received like that. Now, you've entered into new soul contracts, but because of the shift that has happened, and you're in the abundance, and Saturn is going to get, you don't have to worry about anything like that, and you feel the energy of not having to worry about anything like that. So now you're just in the moment. So let's move on to the practical that I created. Those of you that want donation readings, I got them all caught up yesterday, except for those that have come in this morning for Friday, and I'll get those out over the weekend here. Let's see. We're going to use the deck that I made. We had donate. Some of you could be donating over. Well, that's probably came up because I stated donation reading. Okay. So some of you could be donating or you could be giving donations, or you could be receiving donations, or both. It's about donate here. Let's see. The power of influence, chosen one energy. What are the steps? Okay. Now, it would be about what are the steps. Now, and what makes it positive is that with Saturn being ruling the third dimension state of consciousness and soul contracts, your power, your hierarchy here on earth, how you're seen in the spirit realm also corresponding to that. And being in Saturn giving abundance, I can't wrap my mind around that, even though my work has always been about Saturn. I just can't wrap my mind around that, because Saturn gives nothing freely, and it's about karma and restrictions and justice and ethics and all that too. It's like, and karma is like, it's like kind of ironic here. Now, so, but I, for some reason, will always say Saturn was the best, because I felt that and knew that to be true. So let's move on. So that's why you all should be on the Six of Wands with that horse, quite proud of yourself. Because, you know, Saturn is favor, and you have favor based on who you are. Saturn is about your status in the world, which corresponds with your status in the spirit realm, because Saturn rules hierarchy. Now, so it would be about, you should feel quite proud of yourself, because Saturn is a strict taskmaster. You know, you're a millionaire, so you need to donate. Maybe some of you could be millionaires and you're donating money. You're asked, what are the steps? Some of you could be donating money. You're millionaires. Some of you are receiving and donating. It could be that. What are the steps? Okay. Focus. So you're focused on some type of step, something that you're doing. Something significant is in the making. $50,000. Something significant is in the making. Some of you could be donating $50,000. Recognition. I was just talking about recognition with the Six of Wands. Some of you could be receiving a $50,000 donation, or you could be giving a $50,000 donation, or both. This is about recognition. Some of you can have a signing bonus for work, a big payout. See, Saturn, it only knows how to reward financially. Sign a contract. See, it's signing contracts. It could be a signing bonuses. I knew signing or something. Signing contracts, signing bonuses. This could be, it is, some of you, this contract you're getting and you're going to donate. You could be a millionaire and you're signing a contract financially for work. This is what it tells you. You have to be focused, but you're donating money like that. This could be 3 different things that are happening, because a lot can be happening around in your life and around you like that. Now, because Saturn's energy my energy corresponds with Saturn's energy, and I always state that I believe in giving and receiving from when I first started doing this work, and I do. So this is like 3 different things and about this cycle of maybe something financial like that. Now, so that's what we have here. Now we're going to move on to love and romance. And you're asked to look at what the steps. So you're not doing anything willy-nilly. You're doing your homework before you donate. You're doing your homework regarding steps, regarding some type of work. And you're doing your homework regarding a contract that you're going to sign that is very lucrative. Some of you, that is the payout of a contract that was already signed, because Saturn is about the past. Okay. So these could be past things. Some of you, a contract was in the making, already underway before Saturn shifted into Pisces. Okay, now you can be getting the communication about is fulfilled, and you could be receiving $50,000. It could be a $50,000 contract. You're receiving the money. Because remember, with Saturn's energy, your future is based on what has already happened in the past. Because Saturn rules the past and is the gateway to the future. And you're in abundance and receiving. We have the Hermit. That could be a Virgo, or that's a man. He could be missing you. He could be around couples. He could be around people that are in a relationship or around a couple, and he could be feeling lonely. He could not have anyone. He could be feeling lonely with the Hermit. But he's around somebody that he's seeing couples, or he's around a couple. He could be wishing that he had that. I don't know what he would have to do with you. Missing you, or just or wishing that they were in a relationship, but they're the Hermit. They want a Queen of Wands. There's a Queen of Wands, a Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, or they could be a fire sign. Somebody could want a woman that somebody was lonely, then somebody gets their attention, or this person. The major arcana is the Hermit. The Queen of Wands is somebody that is very physically appealing, like that, physically attractive. Everything about her is attention grabbing, like that, effortlessly. She's just adjusting a boot, and it's like it has his attention. Everything she does, how she does it, and it's not what she's doing. It's just that it's her that doing it, so it makes it attention grabbing. So like that. So somebody was like this, and then I guess they saw the Queen of Wands, and then they become like this. Maybe somebody was around relationships but couldn't find the right person for them. Or anybody that really got their attention and kept it. Okay, and then they came across the Queen of Wands. Sagittarius, I'm a Sagittarius society with my son in the 5th house of Leo, so don't get offended. But okay, about what I'm about to say here, because I see this 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Now, the 10 of Cups is the ultimate happiness and fulfillment. And then you have this here. So, and then we have the Page of Pentacles. This is somebody on the other side of the portal that you've already dealt with. Okay, so the Queen of Wands is attractive. Okay. She could be accustomed to getting attention. It's the Queen of Wands, very sensual, very confident, very bold, very direct is the Queen of Wands, very attractive physically, very, a lot of people navigate towards her. It's not just physically, but the Queen of Wands represents somebody that's feeling physically attractive, like that. Now, they could be any sign, but they're coming up as the Queen of Wands, so that's the energy. Somebody, a hermit, you may have come across a hermit, somebody that was lonely or silent or depressed or around couples or wanted a relationship, but somebody that hadn't come across anybody that they want to have a relationship with, that got their attention and held it, hadn't come across with the person that has the quality characteristic they want, and then they did. So the physical, the person is enthralled by it, but it's the hermit. So the hermit is above and beyond, is past the physical, because the hermit pays attention to detail. Just like how he's the detail of looking at her do that with her boo, but she's not doing anything anybody else does. It's just her that's doing it. So the hermit pays attention to detail. So this person, he is enthralled and captivated by your physical, but he's also enthralled and captivated by your other qualities and characteristics, because it's the hermit and they pay attention to detail. So this could be somebody that has been watching you intensely and watching things that generally wouldn't be watched. Okay. Now, and then this person, because of how that made them feel, okay, they are scared because they feel that you will have them waiting on hand and foot on you. It's the Ten of Cups, the ultimate happiness and fulfillment. You are the ultimate happiness and fulfillment for them. And and they feel, this would be them, they feel that you're going to have them waiting on you hand and foot. They feel that a woman like you probably have men willing to wait on them hand and foot, because they feel that they want to wait on you hand and foot. Okay. And they fear that they're going to be in a position to wait on you hand and foot and not being able to say no to you because of how they feel about you. And you being the type of woman that they want to come across but have not come across, but has now come across. So they decide to go into trickery and get you to succumb and surrender and succumb to their energy. So they try to control the situation, gain control because of how they were feeling, and they may have kept all that hidden from you. This is them trying to like control your energy and get you in a way that'll make them feel comfortable and confident that you're not gonna have them like this. He already knows. Like that. And like that, okay, so it's like, so they were trying to control the situation by getting you maybe all tied up in them so you won't leave. And because they know how they're going to be once they say yes. Like that, okay. So they were trying to get you to succumb to them so that you wouldn't leave. Or they were trying to get you under their control so that they felt comfortable or confident. Okay, because this person came across what they wanted and it made them feel like I'm going to lose it, or this woman is going to have me doing everything. Like that, okay, so they had to control the situation and you were the situation. So they tried to control you. Okay, now here we go. Let's see what else happened. I feel like this blew up in this person's face. Let's see. I saw the Four of Wands peep out, but we'll see if it comes. Show me this Page of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. So they emotionally manipulated you. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. Had you invested in this situation and you didn't get much out of it. They wanted you to prove that you were going to stay with them or prove how much you wanted them. That's what they wanted you to do. Okay, let's see. So they emotionally manipulated you. They hold on to you. Four of Pentacles. They played. This is the game they played. They held back from you. This is somebody holding back in order to hold on to you. It was a manipulation. It was a tactic. They played on your emotions and feelings. They knew you had feelings for them, but they wanted you to prove it more and more and more. Because they were scared, okay, that they were going to be that Ten of Cups. Or scared that maybe you were going to come across somebody better than them. Or trying to do whatever tactics they need to do to control you in the situation. Okay, that's what they did. Let's see what happened. They're in karma. See, Four of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Now, may have been pretending to reject you to keep you invested and to keep you interested. May have been trying to come off as mysterious to keep you invested and keep you interested. Maybe wanted you to put a lot of work, time, energy, effort in them, but giving you little back. That's what you would have got back of time, energy, effort. playing on your emotion, feeling. They saw you as your emotional nature, like that, and they exploited it. They saw that you were going to be easy to exploit. You may have been telling them how you felt for them, and that wasn't enough for them. They didn't plug in and start cultivating. They started like manipulating and trying to take control and stuff like that. Okay, now, and they were playing the rejection game because they knew you were going to keep coming back with the cup. They kind of knew how your energy was. So, okay, now, so they want to come back into your life, or they want to still hold on to you, but make it look like they're not. They want you to continue to offer it down. It may get them an ego boost, more so than them being in a relationship. I feel that this person could feel that they don't have what it takes to be in this relationship. And they like it more with this part of it and things the way that they are. Because they feel that if they get in a relationship, you may say, I don't want you, after you know how they are. You had an Ace of Pentacles coming. Some type of big, significant commitment, big offer coming. Romantically. It could be from a new person. And this person could know that you were going to eventually meet somebody. Or they just thought it was going to take longer time than what it did. And they can want to pull you back towards them, but they want to continue to be how they were. They want to continue to do it like this and want that to keep working. And wanting and feeling that should be enough for you and you shouldn't accept anything else. Because it's enough for them, the game plan. Because they feel that if they stopped playing games and would have gotten a relationship and cultivated it, you would have known how they really were. As opposed to them being able to manipulate the situation and you really not get to know them. And that's why you keep coming back, because you can have an imagination of how they are. And they don't feel that they can measure up. But now you have some type of big significant offer. Ace of Pentacles with love is commitment. It's a marriage proposal, or it's a big commitment. Some of you have a big commitment coming. Because remember, Saturn is guarding the gate. These people can only be who they've always been. They only can interact with you under those lower vibrations. They're blocked. Even if you get an invitation, they're blocked. They only can keep up the way that they were doing and being. Like that. But now you're not resonating with that energy anymore. You're in the energy of receiving an abundance. Is what I'm getting with this. So let's move on here. And see how Saturn just comes in and takes your attention away. It's all over the place. And blocking and giving people karma. The people feel restricted. They only can be what they've always been. The restrictions that they set up on themselves, the way they set things up, is the only mode they can operate in, and is where they're stuck. Like that. They're restricted from your energy. But then you have new beginning coming in, a big new beginning. So this is over for you. Because Saturn is sobering, as I stated, and showing you that people can only be who they always were with you in that darker cycle. Like that. So let's move on. Show me. Now we had the sun rising a little bit because it was quite dark in here. I was like, Now this is the deck that I made with love and romance. I want to hold your hand as we walk. Somebody wants a public relationship with you. This is very positive. Talk it out. They are very communicative. This person doesn't avoid conversations. They're confident. And that's all you will be wanting, and all that will be attracted. You are not attracted to something other than that. Anything other than that could be quite disgusting and off-putting and a turn-off. So this is a person that talks things out. They're very direct in their communication. They're not scary or fearful or running and hiding. That's a turn-off physically. That's a physical turn-off. Like that. This person wants a public relationship. I have Mars, Mercury, Venus, and Scorpio. That type of weakness is a physical turn-off for me. I like men that are blunt and direct. Like it's a turn-on. Now, love. They love you. Vibrancy, you're very vibrant. And you expect that on a partner. Okay. You're sweet. So this person knows you. I dream of you. They've been having dreams of you. You're pretty. They want you to know that you're pretty. Can I kiss you? The dream that I had this morning. Some of y'all, they want to kiss you. I want to make love to you. They want to make love to you. Well, they have to be something that turns you on. All that hiding and running and you feel that you like men, not boys and stuff. That's unattractive. I love you more than you know. Okay, that's what they'll be telling you, improving through their actions. Tranquility. Let me prove myself. So they want to prove themselves to you. I just told you what can disprove themselves. What is a turnoff? All that sexually. It's like, that could be a turnoff. People that don't speak their mind. And for me, it would be like that. Because I have Mars, Mercury, Venus, Square. I like men, real men like that. So all that other stuff is a turnoff. Not being forward and stuff is a physical, sexual turnoff like that. So that's what you have here. Let's just move on. Now, bring it up and spit it out. So we can get to the good stuff is the way that I think about it. Now we have perfect timing. The time is now for something. Okay. I don't know what we're talking about. Saturn rules time, so the time is now to do whatever, say whatever, be whatever, have whatever. Let go. You have to let go of something. Remember, you're coming out of that other energy like that. Now, and you're doing it because you're in the positive, you're in the receiving. Well, it could be the perfect timing. Something has come in, and that's when that's when now you come into the whole part of that light energy with that ostrich. Like that. Okay, it's like now you're completely in it. Okay, because remember I stated that this morning I had that energetic vision of that big wall coming down. Like it was like boom, and it bounced like that. Okay, that could be it. It's like something is about to be over. It's like well, over like that. March 7th, you were between the worlds, ostrich. Okay, Saturn was giving you a little bit of that what is to come, which was significant. That little bit for some of you was quite big. It depends on what the awards and abundance are that you'll be receiving. Now you just come on in and all the rest is gone like that. Let go of is closed on the other side. Big happy changes like that. Exactly. Okay, everyone, until next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.